That can only be the sound of a cruise ship.
Right? So we're giving it a few minutes. Hopefully get a few people that pop in here in a minute.
Yeah, if you want to see the cruise ships leaving Miami, drive down to the state of, over side of the state and come look at it.
Right? So welcome everyone. Hopefully you can hear me, because like a moron, I left my microphone at home. So Mel and I are down here in Miami, Florida. We are on
South Miami Park. I don't know what the name of this place is. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, it's basically similar to Jetty Park in Port Canaveral. So
South Point Beach.
oh, there you go. So we are at South Point Beach.
The parking is ridiculous. You have to be patient. And it's not cheap.
No, I hope you guys can hear us, so let us know if there's a problem, because like I said earlier, like a moron, I left the microphones at home for the iPhone and I had them all charged up. But we are down here really because of Mel. So while we're waiting on said ship to get closer, and I promise we'll flip it around and show you guys, Mel, what were you here for?
I was doing a ship tour of the Carnival celebration today. So these are exclusive, well, I don't know if they're exclusive, but it sounds better. So it's exclusive to travel agents. Gives us a chance to get on the ship and pretty much look at the common areas, review some of the rooms that we wouldn't necessarily see all the time, and that way we can be educated on the ships. So when we advise people, we know what we're talking about, basically. And there's a loud boat going by called the Hurricane.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're literally sitting on rocks on the side of the water right here. And we already saw the Carnival Sunshine leave. They left approximately about 30 minutes ago, I guess. And next up is actually Carnival Celebration, which is slowly making its way down. We're starting, and actually there's another ship behind it too. So the Carnival Celebration is next, and I want to say the Independence of the Sea is actually after that.
Yes.
And then after that is possibly the Icon, which is
Scott! Sorry.
which is the biggest ship currently in the world right now. So hopefully we're going to capture all of those. I'm trying to stall because it's slowly moving, because it has to abide by the weight rules, even though it's 500,000 ton ship or whatever.
Right. Welcome in, Go Bless. Thanks as well for joining us. Like I said, hopefully you guys can hear us. It's always something. I thought I left my wallet at home. Got down to Fort Myers and I'm like, where's my wallet? And I ended up finding my wallet in my shorts. A different pair of shorts that were packed, thank goodness.
Yes. There's a funny story behind that though, because I ended up buying a pub sub from Ryan because I knew he'd be stuck at the whole tail. So I made a joke that he made a sacrifice to the Publix pub sub gods because they gave him back his wallet, because he found his wallet and actually left the sandwich out all night.
So I had no lunch. So I sacrificed, a Italian sub to the pub gods to have a wallet, so I didn't get in trouble driving.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I pretty much finished up another video, some camping videos. They're actually getting ready to start coming out. I know this last week we had the Ovation tour, and we actually have the camping ones starting next week, because I don't know if I'll be able to speed rush the celebration. I don't know, I'll see.
This is the first time I took video, which was interesting. I know how to video, but it was a very rapid tour, if you will, because we have to get off before the ship leaves, so we only had a set amount of time. We had to stay with the group, and so I did my best trying to iPhone and WGI and make sure the microphone's on and make sure it's off when it needs to be safe, and then I gotta charge it, and so it was really hard to do as one person, and I really wish Ryan could have came.
That'd have been fun.
but it didn't feel right going on there by myself.
I told her, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because if she felt comfortable going by herself, then I'd be left at home a lot more frequently.
I just didn't like going by myself. If somebody wants to go with me and pay for it, then let me know in the comments below. I'll be ready next week.
Yeah.
I just gotta go get my passport.
Absolutely. Now I'm eyeballing the ship, so Celebration's getting closer, and we'll definitely flick this around so you guys can see it as it passes.
Yeah, the Celebration
and
is-
actually, it looks like the MSC is literally
Oh, okay.
right behind it. So
I
the
couldn't tell.
Seaside is right behind it. So we're going to have the Celebration followed by the Seaside, which would leave just the Independence
and the Icon.
and then the Icon. But the Icon's not scheduled for another
30
30 minutes or so. Let me hold this out a little bit more because obviously I also forgot my tripod. You know, I was like thinking, let me just bring the whole gear. And then I was like, well, no, Mel's just going on the ship.
Well, we didn't decide to do
Yeah.
this until about 3 hours ago.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? We're already down here. It's not like we're going to be going to work on Monday. So,
They're creeping, crawling.
They're
I
creeping,
promise.
crawling.
Give them a sneak peek. See,
yeah, you know what?
see-
Yeah, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. So here's what we got. And we are in a public place, so that's why you're hearing probably a lot of ambient noise as well. So there you go.
This is the second XL class ship. It came out a couple years ago, and I believe, if I'm correct, that the Godfather is actually Jay Leno on the ship. I think. I have to verify my facts. But this is pretty similar to the Mardi Gras. It was a very, very beautiful ship. It has a Miami kind of Cuban kind of theme. Where the Mardi Gras had a more Mardi Gras kind of like New Orleans style kind of theme. So that was pretty much the only difference, and a few other venues that were a little bit different. But for the most part, they were very similar.
Yep, and I know Jeremy and Cheryl were talking about this on the morning show when I mentioned that we were coming down here. It's one of their favorites with the motif.
How's that compared to the Jubilee?
It's a good question.
I think it's a same class ship. I think the Jubilee is the newer ship, and I think it's an XL class as well.
Yep, and it definitely is. It's the Mardi Gras, the Celebration, and the Jubilee. So yeah, while we were down here, it's like, why not just stay? Let's go ahead and get a little bit of the sailaways, bring it to you guys. But it's definitely a busy day here in Miami. I mean, 5 ships.
Yep. Port's
So-
full. The roads are all torn up still. So
Oh
just
my gosh,
make
yes.
sure you give yourself, if it's only 22 miles, make sure you give it 22 miles Miami miles.
Yep. And trying to get parking here was a nightmare. Oh my God. I mean, I knew my truck was big, but you put that big, long truck in a parking lot that, you know,
That you can't back in the spot.
even Pintos would have a problem cutting the angle to get parked. If it wasn't for just being smiled upon by the parking gods, and there was a car spot that I was waiting for, and then someone else that was right next to him came at the same time, and they both left at the same time because I was trying to get in, and I just couldn't. So it was tough, but definitely worth it.
Yeah, you guys can see the side atrium right there. That's the new atrium style, which I really, really like. It's really open. So when he comes up a little bit closer, I don't know if you can zoom in a little bit, but right there,
Oh,
where
yeah, I
that
see it.
glass is between the two lifeboats, where there's no lifeboats, that's the atrium right there.
So right there, that is the new side atrium that Mel was talking about. And it's a little interactive stage area. When we were on the Mardi Gras, they actually had all the live music there, and it was right out by the coffee shop.
Oh yeah, the coffee shop was there. I really was craving something, but I was not allowed to really buy anything on the ship. So.
Yeah, Mel said she really wanted to get coffee and all that, but since she was there basically on business, she was not able to partake in anything. That was definitely in the rules, that you're not on vacation, you're here on business representing your agency. Now, wouldn't that be fun to go hang out on, guys? I'd love to hang out on that little outcropping there. But you definitely have some great cruise ships here. Fun times.
Yeah,
Fun
the
times.
bolt is actually on this ship too. I saw there's a ropes course up there at the top that we saw.
Yep. So there's your ropes course.
Basketball course, court.
And then there's the bolt. You can see the blue track there.
Yep, there's the bolt, and there's the water slide that's right there.
There's the water slide.
And yeah, this one had a huge Lido deck as well, as far as sitting and just the selection.
So I don't know if you guys heard that because of all the ambient noise, but Mel said this one has a really big Lido deck. Lots of different areas to sit.
Didn't feel like there was a lot of people on there. They said that it was sold out pretty much. Oh, another thing. Sorry, squirrel. This is the 50th year of Florence. This is the ship that they were using to celebrate the 50 years of Carnival. Because they had a lot of towel cakes, which I never seen towel cakes, so I'll put the phone down, and celebrating 50 years. Oh, here we go. Next one.
All right. We are painting, people. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
This is the Independence, right?
Yes, I
Royal-
thought it was
I'm
MSC.
sorry. No, that's a Royal
No,
Caribbean.
no, that's definitely Royal Caribbean. I thought it was MSC, but it's definitely Royal.
Yeah, they're pretty close in size. But this one is the Independence of Seas, actually the first Royal Caribbean ship that Ryan and I went on.
Yes.
And I actually love that ship. It is a smaller ship, but the staff on it are some of the best staff we've ever had. The restaurants the food was good, the itinerary was good, and just the people on it overall were good. And when you don't want the frills of, the water, well, this had water slides, but you don't want the frills of the big ships, and you just want to relax, go to the smaller ships.
Yep.
I'm so glad they still have those in existence.
Sorry for giving you guys some seasickness there. My foot is also falling asleep, so I'm sitting on rocks, trying not to crush Mel, trying to get the cruise ships, and my foot's falling asleep. What we do for you guys, we love you so much.
Yes. We still have 5 hours to drive home.
Yeah, still 5 hours to drive home. It's probably going to be longer than that because we're going to stop somewhere to eat.
We're thinking something that has a little shop in it. It
Yeah.
has breakfast all day long.
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
But yeah, like Mel said, the Indy, I know, right? It's a human tripod. I get it, Scott. This is what I get for trying to not bring my full, total equipment. Is you get the spur of the moment ideas and you're like, well, crap, I really don't have the right equipment to do it. But you know what? It's happening. It's happening. But yeah, this was our very, very first Royal Caribbean ship. We actually did it in December of 2021.
Yes.
So
We did a 3-day.
we did a little 3-day.
I think that's what itinerary that they're still doing is the little 3 days.
Yep. And this one was actually out of Port Canaveral at the time when we took it for the first time.
They're probably doing longer ones because in Miami they're
Yeah, usually a 7-day now. But that was our introduction to the, which we have been exclusive, as anybody who's been watching the channel for a while has probably seen with a lot of our videos. It's been exclusively Royal, and that was really just to get us to Diamond. Now that we're at Diamond, we're branching back out. Although in 2 months we're going to be on the Utopia.
I I know, but there's a reason I wanted to go into Utopia.
Yeah, but we wanted to experience the Utopia versus the Wonder to see the similarities and differences.
Not only that, the Utopia is unique because it's targeting first-time cruisers, which is,
Yeah.
you know, and it's one of those. It's called the Big Weekend, basically. It targets weekends.
Thank.
The Icon, I'm assuming, is probably gonna be last.
Yeah.
It's still sitting there. I'm curious to see how big that Icon is when it comes by.
Yeah. All right, you get to see my pretty face here for a little bit. So those were our back-to-backs, but we still have the Seaside and we still have the Icon, which I'm not supposed to leave for at least another 20 minutes or so. So we've got a little bit of time.
Yep.
And yeah, so just having some fun down here in Miami before we head back to our neck of the woods in Tampa. So some of the upcoming things we've got going on. Again, Utopia. The other thing that we're really hoping for is to do the, what do they call it? The Royal Railway restaurant. So it's a 90-minute interactive restaurant where you feel like you're in the Wild West. And they have interactive screens, and it's kind of like a themed restaurant that actually has a story to it.
Right. And I don't think we're gonna be able to book it
Yeah.
physically on the ship, which is unfortunate. But they have very limited seating on this. I mean, less than 100 people probably per ship are going to experience it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
like
pretty limited and exclusive it is.
30 or 40 per seating.
Yeah.
So it depends. But we have the unlimited dining package. So that's the one flaw that I have found with the unlimited dining package is you can't book anything until you're physically on the ship. I know there's been some talk about opening that up and letting you book early, but I guess it's the cost you pay, because obviously you're not having to pay the full 50 or 60 or 120 in this case. It's $120 for the restaurant if you're going to do it in one shot, and then you get a time. So you're gambling on getting in or not getting in when you do the unlimited dining. But when you find a good deal, I mean, I'll take it because
you just found a good deal, so that's why we booked it. It never goes to 40%, or rarely goes.
Rarely goes to 40, and it went to 40. So I was able to snag it for like $300 out the door, including taxes and gratuities and all of that stuff. And so a 4-day cruise, being able to do a specialty each night, $300's a steal, because it'll be more than that at as nice of restaurants as they have on these ships. So we did that. So that's a little upcoming sneak. The other thing that we have, again, we're just killing some time waiting for either the MSC or the Icon to come. The Utopia, the other thing that we're going to be doing is I went ahead and for the first time booked the Cocoa Beach Club. So we're not going to the new adult place because they were, again, having another good deal on the beach club, probably because the adult place is so popular right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into the beach club. So that'll be fun, and we'll bring you some video of that because we haven't been in. I've got just a sprinkling, I think, on our Coco Cay tour from CJ's dad, who goes there all the time. And so he got us a little video, just kind of a quick pan. So we'll take you with us.
I see smoke.
Smoke coming?
Usually that's a good indication.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like MSC is...
MSC is definitely moving. So we've got a few moments, and then we're going to see the MSC Seaside. Right? It's not seashore, it's seaside.
They do have a seashore and a seaside, which is confusing. They do have it.
Yeah.
But I think that one is the seaside.
Yep. So that one will be coming. And yeah, you know what? We're just going to keep this live going then, because by the time
I don't know if you can zoom into the icon, because you kind of can see the icon.
You know what? Let's try that. So while we're waiting, all right, I'm giving it to Mel. She's going to take over because my hand's killing me.
Sorry, guys. I'm covering up, amateur here, because, But let me see. Flip, flip, flip. We're gonna flip, and you see there's lots of people coming out here. This is very popular. And there is the icon. So we're gonna flip back here. Yeah. So Miami is definitely growing, as you see when you come in the torn up highways. They're doing some more skyscrapers, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like the New York of the South.
Hey, how's it going, Bell's Whisper? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Mel and I are just hanging out, watching all the cruise ships leave port. So we still have the Icon and the MSC Seashore, or Seaside. That's on its way now, so we'll bring that to you here in a second.
Yep, so here is the condos across the way here. I'm sure they're in the millions.
A couple of $1 million yachts we saw earlier.
Yep. Like I said, this park is, seems like everybody comes here to bike, hang out. There's a playground.
We're only halfway down, too. There's the regular boardwalk. It's further down that way.
All right.
Plus, there's a really nice restaurant that you can actually sit and they have tables right.
Oh, yeah.
Where we're sitting.
We went and looked at the menu, and no joke. I mean, it was like almost $30 to get a salad.
Let's be honest, you're paying for the view.
You
And
are.
It's one heck of a view.
But
Especially
you.
if you come around when the cruise ships are open.
How we
Seashore
did.
is definitely on the
Oh,
way.
yep. Yeah.
What else do we have? So,
Well, these are the type of rocks we're sitting on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are very, very so comfortable.
We got the GoPro going too for a time lapse this whole time. So I'm sure that we'll put that up as a
Yeah.
short or something like that. We did capture the sunshine going by.
Yeah, so Ryan will be putting together the video that I did today. Hopefully it doesn't suck too bad. I did my best. But it does take more than one person to film, especially when you got one camera here, one camera there, taking photos and trying to listen to the information. It's a lot. There's a lot of traffic coming in and out. I see the seaside. She's a coming.
Probably about 5 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, Ryan and I are actually very seriously considering doing an MSC. And I was actually looking at the seaside because the pricing that Carnival used to be at is what I believe MSC's at. And I've heard a lot of mixed reviews, but Ryan and I always like to formulate our own opinion because your experience might have not been the same that we would have got. So I've actually heard a lot of good, positive things about MSC.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be honestly the next cruise line that we're probably going to be trying.
Probably either this one or the other one we were looking at was the Magnificent, because it
Yes.
stays overnight at their private island, and it was like a 4-day or 5-day.
And I'm very curious about different private islands. We've been to Coco Cay so many times, and we love it. But I'd be curious to compare it to other people's private islands because, let's be honest, I mean, Royal Caribbean kind of set the marker, I think, for private islands and made it a destination as great as some of the other destinations.
Yeah. So looking forward to next year's cruise, as long as they fix the ship, the
Yes.
Vista. But we're supposed to be on that next summer to be the first ship to go to Celebration Key. So it'll be a nice comparison. And then I've heard through watching some other shows, Eddie Lugo and Jeremy Sherrill, that Norwegian's private island is a very cool place as well.
Isn't that right next to Coco Cay?
I think it's right up in Coco Cay. The only other private island we've been on was years ago.
Sorry, scroll moment. Hold on. What kind of boat is that? It looks like something, I don't know, NASA came up with.
It's a Tesla boat.
Oh, Tesla boat. Nice. Hello, hello, entertainment and more by DJ.
Hey DJ, thanks for coming. So what I was saying was, we also went to Princess Cay, but that was like years and years and years and years ago. And honestly, all we did was, instead of going to the left where the beach chairs and all of that were, we went to the right where it was just beach, sanded beach.
That's all we did.
That's all we did. We just sat there. Got a really good picture. Mel got a really good picture that's up on our wall that was through driftwood that had, I know it was Carnival, but I can't even remember which one we were on.
I don't remember.
Because it was just us. I don't think we had. Man, I guess I was wrong with my time. I thought it would be about 5 minutes.
Yeah,
More like
slow, slow, slow.
We're going pretty slow.
Well, I am going to pass the torch to Ryan here, because my hand's getting tired now. I mean, that's
it. You got the human tripod passing off. But yeah, while we're waiting on MSC to get here, it's making its way down here. So back to next year's cruise, like I said, Celebration Key. So we are just super stoked to bring that to you. And we chose that ship, which is the Vista. When is it? It was early July or end of July?
It's early July.
It's early July. Because it is there, again, the very first ship to be there. So I'm sure they'll still be working out some kinks and stuff like that, but you know, we're going to bring that to you. We'll do a tour, and more than likely, as long as I've got a decent signal there, we're going to go live and walk around Celebration Key a little bit, as long as everything is still on schedule for the Vista and for, you know, the date that the first ship is going to be going there. So we shall see. Trying to zoom in a little bit for you guys there. Still see the Icon is still sitting pretty, and
the Icon is a new class though.
yeah, you might be able to see it by the gentleman who's sitting up in front of me, but the MSC is basically behind his head. It is getting super, super close. Super close. I'm sure we'll eventually make it on the Icon one of these days as well. Yeah. But since we've kind of on an in-between for the moment with cruises, finally, as we mentioned in our thank you video, the camping videos are going to start coming out. So we have 3 episodes ready to go. And unless I work some magic and get a celebration tour put together, then next week is when that first video is going to drop. These are a little shorter ones. They're not the 20 or 30 minutes of our normal length right now, because it was just pretty much getting the RV. You get a little taste of what it was like to go pick it up, and the first drive, the first mad dash overnight stays. So we've got 2 episodes that were the first 2 days of ownership and getting it back from Georgia. And then I just finished, yep, I see it. And then I just finished today, while Mel was on the Celebration doing the tour, I finished up the Withlacoochee River Camp video. That was a little shorty as well. And you get to see Peaches, our puppy. She had a little squishy soft butt, taking Mom's 0G chair.
We ended up buying her own chair.
Yeah. But it's getting closer. Can we? We're still not at a right angle.
Here,
So it's getting closer here, though. And then my daughter's in town as well. They were in town looking at wedding venues.
Yes.
Whew. Talk about expensive. Talk about expensive, but they're trying to keep it reasonable as well. All right, I'm going to pass you over to Mel. She might be able to get you guys a little bit closer view as the seaside's coming up here.
Yeah, it's slowly coming. It's like watching paint dry, you guys.
Well, of the ships so far, has anyone sailed any of them? Yeah, give us a comment below if you've sailed any of the ships that have come by so far. So we had the Carnival Sunrise, we had the Carnival Celebration, we had the Independence of the Sea, and now we've got the Seaside coming. Let us know.
I don't know. I was trying to figure out who the loudest ship was going by. I think it so far might have been the Carnival one.
Yeah, Celebration.
The Celebration. Are Carnival people louder than other cruise ships? They always seem to have more fun. I don't know.
Yeah. We're definitely party ships.
They're a party ship, yep. I promise she's coming around the bend. I know, she's a coming. She's a coming. I think you can. I think she can. I think she can. I'm sorry, it's hard to stall, you guys.
Well, the only other thing is we're still trying to figure out what to do to bring you guys some entertainment at the end of this year. So, still trying to plan a New Year's trip. Mel and I might be able to squeeze something in October. We're not sure yet, but there's still going to be a couple of camping trips that we'll do, so we'll at least have that. I think one of the things we're really considering is going back to Myakka. Actually, I guess I have 4 camping videos. I apologize. I totally forgot about Myakka. So Myakka River State Park is a park here in Florida, down in Sarasota, that has an elevated walkway. They call it the canopy walkway. It's about 40 feet in the air. And then there's an observation tower that goes up to 76 feet that looks out over the reservation. And we actually did car camping there. We weren't able to get the deal worked out with our RV to pick it up until 2 weeks after that trip. We were really trying to get it for that trip. But, so we slept at the back of the Telluride, but we saw a lot of wildlife. There's a baby fawn. It was so precious. And then the canopy walk, I did have the 360, so that will eventually be its own episode. But I do have some cool views that were cut into that video that'll be out in a couple of weeks.
There we go. This is an active channel. It's not just for cruise ships, so we got a lot of boat traffic that comes through here. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday as much as we are.
Yeah. It's actually nice now.
Oh, thank you, Driving Daily. We appreciate it. Yeah, there's a nice breeze today. I mean, even though it's hot in Miami, and it's always hot in Miami, but there's a nice breeze. Ooh.
He's getting closer, everyone. She's getting closer.
Yeah, I might be passing this torch. Yeah, it is a really nice place. The park's really nice. I think you and I have been here maybe one time before, but it's been a long time.
It's been years.
It kind of reminds me of the St. Pete Pier, actually.
Yeah.
Because as people come here to hang out, the grass is, as I like to say, the Disney World grass, because it's a nice
Nice manicure.
Yep.
And I mean, literally, South Beach is a street and a half over.
Right.
So you got South Beach over there. So if you've gone out of Miami and you're standing on the back of the cruise ship, you're looking to the right off the back of the cruise ship. You're going by this little pier area. There's a wooden pier at the very end, and then South Beach.
I mean, speaking of going out of Miami, I mean, to be honest, guys, make sure you, especially if you drive, the roads are so torn up right now. I know they're trying to do improvements But you're going to have to give yourself 3 times more time to get here because, to be honest, a 20-minute trip can take you over an hour. So just keep that in mind when you have a cruise here, to mind the traffic.
We did a 5-day on Grandeur out of Miami, and we were 20 miles from here. It took us an hour and a half from the hotel for a 20-minute drive.
All right, I'm going to pass the torch here. Might have to catch up on a few comments. I'm not quite sure, but I try to catch them as I saw them.
All righty. Is everybody ready for their close-up? See if I can catch up on any comments.
This one looks like the bases looks like similar to the other ones, but the actual cabins look like they're in. What's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, like inset a little bit?
There's a different type of word for it. Recessed. That's the word I'm looking for. Recessed. So look how different it looks, and then it kind of goes in like that.
Yeah. All right, so let us get caught up here. There we go. We are zooming in, people. And of course, I was saying the wrong name the entire time.
What?
So it's the MSC Seascape.
Yeah, they do have a seascape.
Wow.
Seaside.
Seaside, seascape, seashore. It's a sea something. But here you are.
But
So
that is one of the ones we were looking at, I believe.
So has anyone been on the MSC Seascape? It feels, just looking at it from an outsider's perspective, it feels skinny.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the center is compressed,
And then they bump.
and then they bump out the balcony and suite rooms out. But it feels really skinny.
They got the loudest music so far.
Yep. Going down timber, baby. So there you go, the MSC Seascape. Let's hope I don't get copyright, because they are blasting some good music right now.
That's where the party is, right there in the back, actually.
Yep.
Right there in the back instead of right there in the middle where we're used to.
Yeah, we are used to it definitely being midship, but they are rocking it on the back. Yeah, and that's where the TV is on this one too.
Have a good time, guys.
You probably won't be able to see it. Well, let's see, but right there is actually where
The back. Yeah, look at the back. So it's open like Royal Caribbean is on the big ships.
yeah. But yeah, see, that feels very skinny to me.
Yeah.
Almost like it's just wide enough for the rooms, and that's it. And a very small space in the center.
Oh, I bet you that's the elevator right there.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true, because we've
Never been on MSC, so I'm actually really looking forward to it, and I think Mel's right. That will more than likely be the next cruise line that we try.
All right, we have one more.
So-
Let's see. It's 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, according to the logs, it was supposed to leave around 5, so hopefully the Icon will be shoving off soon here.
So what is everybody's favorite port? I mean, we have a tendency to go out to Canaveral because it's only 3 hours. And
Yeah.
Tampa obviously is close to us.
Yeah, the only reason we don't go out of Tampa more, quite honestly, is because Sunshine Skyway limits the types of ships that can go.
Yeah.
So they've got to fit underneath
But
that Skyway.
We got a new one in the Margaritaville, which
Yes.
we actually got to see yesterday when we went over the Skyway. We saw the Islander Margaritaville.
Yeah.
So we're kind of very interested, maybe exploring that idea.
Yep.
I mean,
You
why
know,
not?
why not?
It's close to home, and we could do a weekend there, hopefully, and try it out. I've heard some good, and I've heard some bad. And like I said before, we like to make our own opinion about things.
Yep. And I know Scott, I don't know if he's still watching, but I know Scott went on the Islander a couple of weeks ago and said that it was pretty nice. And I know my parents are going. My dad's a veteran, so he actually made that phone call to
Yeah.
take advantage of their free, for military veterans.
Exactly. So all he had to do was pay for the taxes and the fees, and
Yeah. Taxes, fees,
I
gratuities.
yep, I
It's like
kinda-
$200.
I kind of helped him, guide him to where he needs to go to do that booking. So I'm curious to see what their experience is going to be.
Yeah, yeah. So we definitely got a little bit. I haven't seen that the icon's pushed off yet, but obviously that's the show. That's the headliner, if you will.
That's the caboose.
That's going to be the caboose
But
and the
that's a big
headliner
caboose.
of finishing this off. But
I'd like to see that dome up close.
yeah. So, but it definitely was a good day to come out here. It wasn't super hot. We were really able to sit here. We got some nice shade, so we could sit here and not get sunburned.
Yeah, we should have brought a towel or something, so at least we could have sat on that instead of these rocks.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there are some benches here, but a lot of them are in the sun, so we decided the shade, sit on the rocks.
Yep, yep. But here, we'll flick it around and you can see a little bit of at least where we are.
Some of the traffic going by. I mean, there's some nice yachts going by. Oh,
But yeah.
you might see the MSC still going.
But yeah, if you look behind us here, you've got a lot of the buildings and nice grass. They've got it roped off. I guess they're doing something to it. Down that way, I'd say half a mile or so is what leads you down to the little pier that shoots out a little bit past the jetty. But it's definitely...
A lot of jet skis go by here.
Mhm.
They like to jump the waves from the cruise ship. All right, Icon, come on. We have a date at Cracker Barrel.
Right?
Let's go.
Got a date at Cracker Barrel and about a 5-hour drive home.
I gotta get off this rock or something.
But we're also trying to figure out another cruise for next year. So I really think it's probably going to be that MSC that Mel was talking about. Hey, Lucy Warren's World, thanks for coming. We've got a couple of minutes here to spare, and then our final ship of the evening will be making its appearance, the Icon of the Seas.
It's fashionably late.
Yep. It's got to make a big scene. It's got to be fashionably late, as Mel said.
We were actually considering going to the Sunshine Skyway and watch the ships leave from the Tampa port as well.
Yep.
So that might be on a future live event coming out.
Definitely. I need to make sure that whenever we go, that there are multiple ships, because Tampa's not the biggest port, so sometimes it's only a single ship that's going out each day. But it was funny because as we were heading to the Sunshine Skyway yesterday, I made a comment about we need to come down here when a cruise ship is going. And as we round the bend, sure enough, there's the Islander, Margaritaville Islander coming. So we tried to go out to the pier and realized it's technically considered a state park. So if you are ever in the Tampa Bay area and you want to go to the pier, either the North Pier or South Pier for the Old Bridge, It's $4 per vehicle to park there, which is not terrible.
Yep, she's still sitting there.
She's still sitting there. She hasn't budged yet. But we still got a few minutes here. And then finally the Icon will be coming. It's like, come on!
Yeah, there was 5 ships in port today, so it was a full house today. They do have a Virgin Voyage.
Yeah, the Scarlet
Here.
Lady. Oh wait, no, Scarlet Lady's not here anymore. That's I
Um,
think that's overseas somewhere. I don't know which Virgin one took the place of the Scarlet Lady here.
I don't know which one, but I think it leaves on a different day, and that's why it's not here today.
Yeah.
But it exclusively comes out of Miami right now. I don't believe it's doing any other U.S. ports at this time that I am aware of.
Yeah.
I have been looking at the Virgin Voyages too, ships and cruises. I'd be curious of going on that one without any kids on it.
I know. Has anybody that's in the chat been on a Virgin Voyage? If so, what was your experience? We heard it's definitely got a different feel and vibe from most other cruise lines that people have been on before.
Because I'm curious. I mean, I'm curious about the age group, because obviously we don't want to be the oldest people on there. But I've heard that some of the older folks have gotten on there. The Gen Xers, that's the age group I'm looking for.
I'm
still
looking.
sitting.
She's still sitting. She's still sitting. I'm going to give it to Mel. She's going to try to zoom in on maybe some yachts while we're waiting. There's a sailboat coming in.
Yep, it's a very active channel. Listen to that water. So who in the chat actually has a cruise coming up really soon? Let me hear it. 'Cause I'm curious of what everybody's sailing on right now.
Scott's still here. I'm pretty sure he's got a Hawaii cruise coming.
What?
Yeah.
On what ship?
Right?
On what ship? On
Jelly
what?
roll here. Jelly roll.
Those now on those Hawaiian cruises, either you are going, either it's a very extremely long cruise because you go from California, or you have to fly to Hawaii to get like a 7 or 10 day cruise.
Pretty sure Scott was doing one from California with a bunch of sea days to get over.
Oh, here comes the pilot. Maybe the Icon was waiting on the pilot. Take the pilot back.
Does it seem like the Icon's moving? I have this feeling the Icon's moving.
I think so. So we hopefully we're not going to wait too much longer.
Yeah. From my angle,
It's moving.
it looks like it is more into the skyscraper behind it now. So the main event's coming up, folks. Icon of the Seas leaving the port of Miami.
Oh, we have
Biggest cruise ship in the world.
and we have a couple people coming in, babe. So I'm gonna let you do the comments real quick because I don't want to break anything.
She doesn't want to break things. Okay. Hey, Em. Thank you so much for popping in.
Oh yeah, that she's a comment.
Yep, but the Icon is officially on the move, everyone.
I think I will stand up for this event.
So we probably have 15 minutes or so, because I've always underestimated the last ones, but the Icon is on its way. So I want to thank you, everyone. that's been popping in here. We appreciate your patience as everything's been getting here. Yes, I'm glad you caught us live, Em. And we are going to start going live a little more frequently. I'm fairly sure it's going to be Wednesday nights, probably around 6:30. You know what? While we're waiting on this, I want to show you guys something. Whoop. We got ourselves a little mini iguana here.
Oh, he's so cute.
And Mel and I saw macaws earlier today, like wild macaws.
He's like, I'm coming out to see
Yep.
the icon.
But yeah, we're working out the details now with CJ and Christine to try to work it out. But we're probably going to do, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what the mood takes us. Wednesdays, Eastern time. We're just trying to work out when we're actually going to get started with that. So keep an eye out because you will see the thumbnails pop up once we start getting that stuff set. Down here in Miami, yes, there are tons of iguanas.
Very common.
Very, very common here, especially when you go a little bit further into the Keys. So that one was just a little guy. Mel almost stepped on one that was probably, 3 feet from snout to tail?
I got a nice picture of him, though.
So they are all over the place down here. Especially if you go to Key West. So if anyone is going on the booze cruise with the morning show, you'll probably see a lot of iguanas there and a lot of chickens and roosters. Oh, let's see here.
Let's see if we can do this.
We're gonna try this.
See? I almost stepped on him,
Yeah.
and he was scared of me as much as I was scared of him.
Yep. So that was about an hour or so ago that we saw him right before we started our live. Mel stepped down and almost stepped on him.
So watch where you step.
Oh yeah, okay, you're going on the seaside in February. Yeah, keep your eyes open. We're getting closer.
Like I said, it's like watching paint dry.
Yeah. But yeah, that other guy was pretty darn big. But there you go, you got it coming. It's slowly but surely getting here.
These people that cut in front of those ships are crazy.
Yeah,
Boats, those little tiny boats.
I know. That ship doesn't stop on a dime, and seeing them weave in and out, you know what it reminds me of is some of those extreme motorcycles who just go in and out. Yo, 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 it's Eddie Lugo Studios. Welcome in, Eddie. You're here for the main event. The Icon's coming. The Icon is a coming.
We got a couple other boats coming in. They're going to cross in front of us here soon, too.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to whip you guys very slowly so you don't get whiplash while we're waiting for the Icon. We got a couple of boats coming in.
I don't know what these people do for a living, but I'm in the wrong business. These are some nice boats coming in.
Eddie, I know you're joking, right? The Icon of the Seas, sir. The biggest cruise ship in the world is about to come by us here in Miami. So you got that guy there. All the millionaires coming in with their yachts for the day.
Oh, we're getting closer.
Oh, really? Yeah, the Icon of the Seas is Royal Caribbean's newest cruise ship and the biggest cruise ship in the world.
Just came out this year.
Yeah, it came out earlier this year. It's lives right down here in Miami, and so we are about to watch that sucker go by.
It's actually a brand new class of ship.
Yep, that is brand new cruise ship, and it's the newest class for Royal Caribbean.
I think it's actually called the Icon class.
Yes, the Icon class. Yep. Em's like, even I know Icon's the biggest cruise ship in the world, at least as of today. Tomorrow, who knows? It's getting closer. Getting closer, getting closer.
Has anybody sailed on Icon that we know of? I don't think so yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, a couple more boats coming in.
Yeah.
Like we said, if you just joined us, we've actually already seen 4 different cruise ships come through here. The Sunshine of Carnival, Carnival Celebration.
Sunrise.
I'm sorry.
So Carnival Sunrise was first.
No. Sunshine.
No, Sunrise. Sunrise. It was Sunrise.
Was it?
It was.
Are
We'll
you
have to
sure?
we'll have to rewatch it. Mel doesn't believe me.
It's Carnival Sunshine.
There is a Carnival Sunshine, but that one said Sunrise. I'm almost 99.9% sure.
All right. You want to make a bet on it?
Yes.
The person who is wrong has to pay for dinner.
All right, person who's wrong has to pay for dinner.
Oh,
It was a Sunrise.
All right. Anyway, so we saw the Carnival Celebration, the Carnival to be determined, and then we saw the Independence of the Sea, and then we saw the MSC
Seascape.
And now, like we said, here's the main event.
Yep, the main event, the Icon of the Seas, is making its way.
I'd be like, get out of my way. Get out
Right?
of my way.
That is one big
MF.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, Eddie. You don't want to go in this water here, that's for sure. But there she is.
Sorry, there is a lot of people here, so we're trying to
Yeah.
respect their privacy, but we're still trying to film for you guys.
That's the joy of being out in the public. Yeah. Let me give you guys one more shot while this one's coming up here. I let somebody borrow my boat, you know, so if you guys want to come down, yeah, that's my boat. Yep, I let them borrow it.
Oh,
That's my story and I'm sticking with it.
he's like, get out of my way, guys.
All right, let's get back to the Icon.
Looks like a game of chicken from this angle.
Right? It does look like chicken from this angle.
My money's in the big one.
Stop filming your buildings. I'm sorry, Eddie. I forgot that that's your house. Eddie's like, man, I got to have some privacy, folks, man. Give me some privacy. There you go.
I wonder if the people who live across get tired of seeing the ships go by.
Right?
I mean, you live right here. I mean, would you get tired of this view?
Nope. Eddie says he would not get tired of that view. I'm
Yeah, I
right
agree-
with you,
I
Eddie.
agree with you.
I agree wholeheartedly. Man, that's a massive ship. And it's weird. It's got that weird dome on the front of it. It just has a different feel to it.
Oh, we have an advertisement boat coming. Yeah, that's an advertisement boat.
An advertisement boat.
Yeah, it's just an advertisement billboard. It's a floating billboard.
You know what? That is a really, really good idea if you were living here, Eddie. To have a dedicated YouTube channel that just shows ships going in and out.
Oh, okay, we'll drive down here every weekend.
Yep.
Sure.
Hey, Eddie, you buy the condo and I'll run the webcam for you, man. Perfect deal. Said, oi, Faye.
Last week, that's why Art had no limit.
Man,
Yeah, it's a floating.
that is humongous. Tell Desi yes. Just send her a text and says, Dad told me to tell you yes. There she is. I could imagine, Eddie, how beautiful the area would look like at night with all the lights on it. We were seeing that actually on this little jetty area here. There are a lot of upright metal cylinder looking things, and we realized that they had LED lights on the top and bottom to actually give it that illumination at night. So I'm sure it looks beautiful along this wharf area. Oh, there we go. Man, you got even police boats that are doing their thing and turning on their alarms. Hey, Alice, thanks for joining us. You're here for the main event. We've gone through 4 other ships, and now the biggest cruise ship in the world is going by, the Icon of the Seas.
That is so big.
Thing is massive. Look at how big that is.
I know. Where's all the people at? I didn't see them.
I see a bunch of people inside that glass dome.
Like the other ships, the people were lined up on the very top up there.
So there's that new glass dome. Yeah, she's got a big aft, that's right. Nice. So you get a big view there, Em, with, wait, what's that?
That almost looks like a side, atrium.
There's some sort of side atrium looking thing. We got reflections going on, so I really can't see behind it. Looks like grand circular staircases of some kind. Hey, Tinkerbell!
Hi, Tinkerbell.
Thanks for joining us. You're here for the main event, the Icon leaving Miami. I like big afts, and I cannot lie.
That is a big app.
Woo, man, I am feeling it. We're about to get watered. Wow. That thing displaces. There it is. No, oh, that's what's in the front. Inside that dome area. That's right, I forgot about that. Well, there she goes. And we are getting some massive water from the wake. Icon of the Seas. I know. She's got a nice aft, that's for sure.
Definitely got a big wake.
Yeah. Man, that thing's loud with the wakes pounding the
horn
runs.
is not as loud.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
Like a muffled horn. Look at the boat right next to it. See the contrast.
Look at how dwarfed that boat is next to it.
Oh, look at the slides in the back. Okay, they win for the loudest music, I think. Definitely the loudest music.
Yep. I agree, Tink. That thing is just ginormous.
It's like a theme park on a boat. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Wow. All I can say is wow. That thing is humongous. All right, you ready to shut this down?
Hmm?
Ready?
I think it's we need to keep our date now, babe.
Yeah.
For Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Yeah, and that music was loud. So if you could hear it on my iPhone, yeah, it was loud.
I don't see anything else coming our way.
Nope. All right, everyone. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you came in late, you can always do the replay if you want to see the earlier ships. Again, I still say it was the sunrise, Carnival sunrise.
We'll determine in our video.
We'll determine. And then again, it was the celebration. Then we saw the Independence of the Sea, and then the MSC Seascape, and we just finished the wonderful Icon of the Seas.
So we're gonna jump in the car because we have to get back to boogie back to the other coast.
Yep.
And,
Oh man, I think I might have to pay for dinner. Eddie's saying it was the sunshine. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
It's a good thing that you found your wallet.
Yeah, right. But yeah, Tink, this was like a last minute thing, which is why my arm's killing me. And Mel and I have been handing the phone back and forth because I didn't bring my full record. But I was like, you know what? We're here. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I don't care what time I get back to Tampa. How many times are you going to be able to watch 5 cruise ships leave?
Yeah, I got to do the tour of the celebration today, which was really awesome. That was my first ship tour as a travel agent, and I'm hoping I can do some more. And hopefully Ryan can get that video to you guys soon. And hopefully I didn't botch it too much because that was my first time recording without him. And we will see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Tink, we definitely need to meet up for dinner. We absolutely need to do that at some point.
Yeah, Ryan and I were thinking about actually going down to the Sunshine Skyway to watch the ships go underneath there.
Yeah, we were considering that. Sunshine Skyway, probably the north side, and
know
catch.
A better area.
Yeah, so, but yeah, we'll reach out and we'll definitely try to set up some dinner so we can swap stories and catch up. So, Tinker is paying. Yep. And for anyone who's going on the booze cruise, again, Mel and I will make it down to Fisherman's Wharf or whatever they call it now. We still call it Channelside. Or Sparksman Wharf is what they call it now. So Mel and I will definitely come down there to say hi to anybody who's going on the booze cruise in October. So, Tink is going on the Icon again. So, all right, guys. Well, we love you so much. Again, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. And keep an eye out. We're definitely starting to gear up to where we're going to do lives on a more regular basis. So, love you guys. As always, we'll see you guys on the scenic route.
Guys.
All right. Bye.